Good morning, everyone. This is your class for accountancy, and in this class, we are now going to start the third chapter, that is the reconstitution of a partnership firm, change in profit sharing ratio among the existing partners. All right. So here you will see that the partnership firm is reconstituted. What does reconstitution means? It is the combination of two words, re plus constitution. Okay, which means remaking of a firm. Then why we need to remake a firm or reconstitute a firm? There are some reasons that if the partner wants to change their profit sharing ratio, if new partner is admitted in the firm, if someone is retired from the firm, if a partner dies while being in the firm, while continuing the partnership firm, or if the amalgamation of two or more partners are there, then what will happen? We have to make adjustments for something. That is, the first, we will have to calculate the sacrifice or gaining ratio. The second will be we have to account for goodwill. We have to reevaluate the asset and liabilities. After that, we have to treat the reserve and surplus and adjust the capital. In this sense, we have to calculate two ratios, the sacrifice and the gaining ratio. Now, what is sacrifice and what is gaining ratio? Basically, sacrifice ratio, when the old share, which means the old share of the partner is greater than the new share, which means like if the partner is getting 10 share in previous year and now he is getting only 8 share, then the loss of that 2 share will be the sacrifice of the partner, and when we are calculating it on the basis of ratio, it will be sacrificing ratio. And suppose somehow if some partner gained some share, like if he was getting 10 share in the previous part but in now he is getting 12 share, then the 2 share, the increase in these 2 share will be a gain to the partner, and when we talk in context of ratio, that will be called gaining ratio. I hope you get both the concept of sacrificing and gaining ratios. Now let's start with the numeric question. The first question says A, B and C are three equal partners, which means their ratio is 1:1:1, and now they agreed that they will share the profit in the ratio 3:2:1, and we have to calculate the sacrifice ratio and the gaining ratio of partners. Now what will we do? Firstly, we will write here that what is the old ratio of the firm. Okay, what was the old ratio? So the old ratio of the firm was 1:1:1, and the new ratio of the firm was 3:2:1. Okay, now we need to find out that which partner sacrificed and which partner basically gained, but we are not aware of the fact by the ratio. So what we will do, we will write a formula. Let's say sacrifice ratio, one of the formula among sacrifice and gaining ratio, that is the old share, old minus new ratio, old ratio minus new ratio. Now we will do one thing, that we will leave a space here that is for gain or sacrifice of A. We will write like this. We will write the space for gain or sacrifice because we don't know now that is the partner gaining or sacrificing. Now we will use the formula of sacrifice ratio. So what was the old share? Old share was 1/3, 1/3 of A. And what was the new share? New share is 3/3 plus 2, 5 plus 1, 6. So this become a total of 6, 2 minus 3, which is equal to 1/6, but in negative. If the answer is in negative by applying the ratio of sacrifice, formula of sacrifice ratio, then it will be opposite of it, which means it is a gain. If the answer is in positive, then it will be sacrifice, but if the answer is negative, then it will be gain. Then for B, again we will leave the space and write as it is. Now we will write the old ratio less the new ratio, and we will try to find out the answer, and this will be equal to 2 minus 2, which means nil. Neither he gained nor he sacrificed. So we can write here sacrifice as well as gain anything. But we have used the formula of sacrifice, so we will write here sacrifice. He have sacrificed nothing. Then come to third, leaving the space, we will write of C, old share minus new share. And this will become 3 minus 2 equals 1/6. This 1/6 is in positive, which means the formula we have adopted has fully settled here. That means it is a sacrifice. Alright. Now we have found the sacrifice as well as the gain of the partners, that is A, B and C, and this was asked in the question. Alright, let's move to the next question. Second question is similar to first question. You will do it by yourself. The third question, XYZ are three partners in a firm who are sharing profit and loss in the ratio 4:3:3. This is their old ratio. And X retires, and now what they did, basically Y and Z are sharing the profit of X, that is 4/10 in 1:3. This is their gaining ratio. They both have gained, and this is the gaining ratio. We are told to calculate. The question says we have to calculate the gaining ratio of Y and Z. But this ratio is already given in the question, as they have given that they are taking their share in 1:3. So we will write it as it is. Old ratio is given. New ratio, we don't need to find it because we are only asked to calculate the gaining ratio. And that is given that they have acquired the share of X and they have acquired the share of X in the ratio 1:3. So this will be their gaining ratio. Alright. Up to the next question. Now we are on questions of average, finding the value of goodwill. Now for the valuation of goodwill, we have three methods: the average profit method, the super profit method, and the capitalization method. Now let's discuss about what is average profit method. Under average profit method, we have given some number of years profit, and we have to take the average of these and multiply it with the multiplier that is given in the question, which is like 3 years purchase, 4 year purchase, etc. In this question 5a, the profit earned by firm over last 5 years is given as 10,000, 15,000, 12,000, 20 and 2,000. The fifth year is loss, which will be deducted from that. Finding the average of these, we will multiply it with 3 years purchase, which means we will multiply it with 3 and we will get what? We will get the value of goodwill. Let's go toward the solution. So firstly, we will calculate the average profit. And the average profit will be calculated by adding all the profits which is given, like 10,000 for the first year, 15,000 for the next, plus 12,000 for the next year, and for the fourth year our profit was 20,000, and the last year's profit, last year's loss, so we will deduct it, that was 2,000, and divided by the number of years. Number of years is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will divide it by 5, and this will become 55,000 divided by 5. This become 11,000 as an average. This is an average. Now after finding the average, we will try to find out the goodwill value. So we will write goodwill, which is equal to average profit multiply number of years purchased. That is given in the question. Number of years purchased. So average profit is 11,000 and number of years purchased is given as 3. So our goodwill will be rupees 33,000, and this is your answer. Alright. Okay, up to the next question. The next concept is in the question number 10. Rest are the similar question. You will do it by yourself. Here Ram and Shyam are two partners and they disclose that profit for the last 3 years were, like in 2013 they earned 19,000, but there is an abnormal gain of 4,000. In 2014 we have 25,000 as profit, but here is an abnormal loss of 2,000. And in 2015 we have 33,000 as profit, excluding 3,000 as insurance premium of the firm. So we have to treat these things written in the brackets. In first it is written as abnormal gain, so we will not include the abnormal gain here. So we have to deduct 4,000 from it, because we will take the normal profits only and abnormal profit will be deducted. After that, abnormal loss will also not be considered, so we have to add back 2,000 rupees. Because we have charged abnormal loss, we will add back 2,000 rupees. And here the third thing, we have insurance premium of rupees 3,000. That is an expense, and we will also include that expense in the profit. So the third year profit will become 30,000 automatically after deducting 3,000 from it. Okay, let's go towards solution. Oh, okay, one thing more, we have 2 years purchase and we have to find out the average profit. Now question number 10 says that for the 2013 year we have profit of 19,000 and we will deduct 4,000 abnormal profit from it and it will become 15,000. For 2014 we have 25,000 of profit, we will add back abnormal loss and it become 27,000. In 2015 we have 33,000 as profit, but we haven't included the 3,000 expense and we have included it. Now it become 30,000. Now going toward average profit. Average profit is profit of number of years given in the question divided by number of years. Here we have 3 number of years and the total becomes 72,000 divided by 3 and the average profit will become 24,000. All right, this is the average profit. Now we need to find out the goodwill. We need to find out the goodwill. Goodwill is average profit into number of years purchase. Number of years purchase. Now average profit is 24,000 and number of years purchase is given in the question as 2. So it will become rupees 48,000 as goodwill. This is our answer. Okay, let's move to the next question. Upcoming question is the question number 13. The profit for the firm are given for the last 4 years. They are as 15,400, 17,600, 23,400 and 24,620. We have to calculate the value of goodwill based on 3 years purchase of weighted average profit. After weights 1, 2, 3, 4 respectively, we have to assign them some weights, and after that we will find out the profit. And this was the whole question. Let's go toward the solution. So in this case, in question number 13, what we are going to do, we will write here years, profit, then weight assigned and the product of them. The year is given as 13, 14, 2013, 14, 15, 16. Profit is given as 15,400, 17,600, then 23,400, 24,620. This is given in the question. Along with that, weight is also given in the question, which is 1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Now we have to find out the product, and the product will be 15,400 because we have multiplied it by 1. Then it will be 35,200. For the third, it will be 70,200 and 98,480. And the total of this is 2,19,280. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the weighted average profit. We need to find out the weighted average profit. All right. Now what is weighted average profit equal to? Total of profits upon total of weights. This is a formula to find out weighted average profit. Total of profit is 2,19,280 and total of weight is 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It is 10. So what is the total profit after cutting 0 with 0? It's 21,928. All right, this is our average profit, weighted average profit, but this is not goodwill. Now we need to find out the goodwill. And we have given 3 years purchase. So we will multiply the average profit into number of years purchase. Okay. So average profit is 21,928 and years purchase is given as 3. And after multiplying it, it will become 65,784 as answer. This is our goodwill. Okay. Moving up to the next thing. Now up next is the concept of super profit method. That is the second method. In this method, the first question is average profit of the firm is given as 9,000. That is already calculated, and normal commercial yield, that is normal rate of return by a firm, is 10% on capital employed, and capital is employed 60,000 only. And we have to find out the value of goodwill if it is based on 3 years purchased of average super profit of last 5 years. Okay, now we have to find out this. Before that, we will go through how to find out super profit. For finding out super profit, there is a formula. Super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit. Now you all know the formula of average profit, but you don't know the formula of normal profit. The formula of normal profit is capital employed into rate of return by 100. Okay, and just this is the formula. Now we need to calculate the super profit. For that we need average profit. Average profit is already given in the question, that is 9,000. Now we need to find out the normal profit. Normal profit is equal to capital. Capital is given as 60,000. Rate of return is given as 10% upon 100, and this will become 6,000 rupees. Now we have average profit as well as normal profit. So we can easily find out the super profit, which is average profit, that is 9,000, less super profit, which is 6,000. All right, and this will become 3,000 in total for super profit. Now we have super profit, but we need to find out goodwill, not super profit. Equal to super profit into number of years. Number of years purchase. So what does super profit? Super profit is 3,000 and number of years purchase is given as, in the question it is given as 3. So our goodwill become of 9,000 rupees. This is our goodwill. Okay. After this, moving up to the next question, the question number 17b. The average profit of the firm is 60,000. The total assets of the firm are 9 lakh and the value of liability is given as 5 lakh. Now, we have given average profit. We have given normal rate of return, that is 10%, but we haven't given the capital. Now what? We have given assets and we have given liabilities. Capital is equal to assets minus liabilities. Just this. And else other things are same. Let's go to the question number 17b. Here we need average profit. Average profit is given in the question as 60,000. Now we need to find out the capital, which is equal to assets minus liabilities. Assets minus liabilities. Assets is given in the question as 9 lakh and liability is given as 5 lakh, which means our capital become rupees 4 lakh. Now we need normal profit. Normal profits formula is capital into rate of return by 100. Capital is 4 lakh. Normal rate of return is given in the question as 10%. And this become 40,000. Now we have average profit as normal profit as well. Now we need to calculate super profit. Super profits equal average profit, that is 60,000, less normal profit, that is 40,000. And our super profit become 20,000 rupees. After that we need to find out the goodwill. And goodwill is to be calculated on 3 years purchase. And super profit is 20,000. And 3 years purchase, which means we multiply it by 3. This becomes 60,000 rupees. This is our goodwill. Okay. This was the 17b part and we have found out the goodwill. Now here is another method of goodwill, that is capitalization of average profit method. For capitalization of average profit method, we are going to do the question number 21a. Here annual earning of a firm is 60,000 and normal profit being 15%. Annual earning, which means annual income, profits. And along with that, it is given that we have a profit of 15%. Assets amount to 3,80,000. Liabilities are also given 60,000. And we have to find out the goodwill by capitalization method. Now let's go firstly throughout the formulas of capitalization method. So for capitalization method, we have some formulas and it starts with the first thing that we must know about the normal profit as well as the super profit. If we are aware of the super profit, that is through average profit and normal profit, then we can easily find the goodwill, because the formula of goodwill is super profit into 100 upon normal rate of return. Normal rate. This is the formula of goodwill. For this we need super profit, and for super profit we need average profit as well as normal profit. So let's first find out the average profit. Average profit is already given in the question, that is 60,000. Now let's find out the normal profit. Now the capital is not given in the question. So firstly we need to find out the capital. For capital I am here writing that assets minus liabilities into normal rate by 100. Because when I open this bracket it will become capital, and capital into rate by 100 is normal profit. Assets is given in the question. Now after finding the normal profit, we have to find out the super profit. And the formula of super profit is average profit minus normal profit. And average profit is 60,000. I have made a mistake. I haven't find the normal profit. I have just find out the capital. Capital into normal rate. Normal rate is given in the question as 15%. And this will be equal to 48,000. Now the same formula, super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit. So, average profit is 60,000 and normal profit is given as 48,000. Here we have find it out that. After finding out all this, the average profit of the question becomes 12,000. Super profit, sorry. Super profit is now rupees 12,000. Now what we need to do? We need to capitalize super profit by this formula. Now goodwill will be equal to super profit into 100 upon rate, that is the normal rate, and super profit is 12,000 into 100 upon rate is given as 15%, and when you solve all this equation it will come as 80,000. Now our goodwill is 80,000 rupees. This is how we find out goodwill by capitalization of super profit. All right. Now we will do one question by capitalization of super profit. All right. Before doing that question, we will do a question that is based on capitalization of actual profit. This 22B question is based on capitalization of actual profit. Here what will happen? We have given profits of the firm, that is earning of the firm, 8,000 per year, and a normal rate of return is given as 10%. And along with that, assets and liabilities are also given, 70,000 and 10,000. Okay, so we have to find out the goodwill. Now what will we do? First of all, we will capitalize the actual profit. We will capitalize the actual profit. All right. Now how will we capitalize the actual profit? The formula will be same. Okay, how will it be same? We will write here capitalized value equals actual profit into 100 by rate. Actual profit is given in the question as 8,000 and into 100 by rate is given as 10, and this will become 80,000. This is the capitalized value of average profit. Now we will find out the capital employed. And capital employed is given as, we haven't provided with the information that what capital is employed, so we will find it out by assets minus liabilities. Assets is given as 70,000 and liability is given as 10,000, and our capital becomes 60,000. Now we have capitalized value as 80,000 and capital employed as 60,000. Now our goodwill will be equal to capitalized value less capital which is employed in the business, and the capitalized value is 80,000 into minus 60,000, that is the capital employed, and this become 20,000 which is our goodwill. Now what is the basic reason behind it? That here we find it out that if we are earning 8,000 rupees, then how much capital will be employed by us? That is capitalized value. If 10% is the normal rate of return, to earn 8,000 of profit, there is 80,000 of capital needed. But we haven't invested 80,000 of capital, we have invested only 60,000. From where does that 20,000 come? That is the part of goodwill that was added into the capital. I hope you understood the question. Now the capitalization method, the third thing. Question number 27, calculate the value of the goodwill according to capitalization method. We have given some figures like average profit, normal rate of return, and capital employed. Now we need to find out the goodwill. Okay, let's go through the solution. In this question, we have average profit of 50,000 and capital is invested as 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees is the capital invested, and a rate, normal rate is given as 10%. This is the information given to us in the question. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the normal profit. For that, we need capital, that is 2 lakh, into rate, that is 10 by 100, and this become 20,000. We have average profit and normal profit. Now we can easily find out the super profit, that is average profit minus normal profit. Okay, now this become 30,000 rupees as super profit. Now the last thing is we have to capitalize it, as we done in the question number 21A. That was also related to a question of capitalization of super profit, but that was added in actual profit method. So super profit is given as 30,000 into normal rate. Rate is given, into 100 upon normal rate. This is how we capitalize the things. So this will become in total 3 lakh rupees. This is the capitalized value. I have written it wrong here. This is the capitalized value. Okay. Now this is the capitalized value, that if we are earning a super profit of 30,000, then we have invested 3 lakh rupees. But no, we have invested only 2 lakh rupees. Then what will be our goodwill? Goodwill will be 1 lakh rupees, that is 3 lakh minus 2 lakh. This is capitalized value and this is the money we have invested in. Alright. Now come to question number 30. A firm earned a profit of 10,000, 14,000, 16,000, 20,000. This is during 4 years. From this you will find out the average profit. Firm have capital investment of 80,000, that is also given. And we have given a rate of interest, that is 12%. This is for your practice, that you will find out the average profit by capitalization of super profit method that we have done in the last question. Okay, I hope you like the video and understood the questions. Have a very good day, students.